bacon you buy and rock that weight that you buy like it's Christian Dior. I could have swore that you understood that the ships Columbus discovered the New World in were named after your ancestors. That your hips were made of rosa for sitting and asada for standing up. I thought they told you in school that you were a maple tree, full of sticky sweet injustices, but you stood tall like a redwood. They called you Susan B. Anthony in 3rd grade because they didn't know your first name was Coretta. Your middle name was Betty Shabazz. That in your free time you used to sketch pictures of Marilyn Monroe's waistline to remind you that a size 13 is the perfect circumference for a planet. Girl, you are a planet. Girl, you are a damn galaxy amongst men that act like glow-in-the-dark stars in the bedroom of their 5-year-old promises. I never intended to speak to you the pedagogy of an oppressed Desdemona. I merely question why Mona Lisa's smile looks so much like a frown while these male art history majors convince her that she is smiling. You defied the colonization of your private parts. Chastity was a virtue for you, not a stripper name. See, when you were busy catching snowflakes and snow globes so that we had fresh water, I was clocking your cipher. You ran the 40 and 4.5 in your mind. Your legs were like 2 thoroughbreds competing for their life. Knowing that running might not always be the way, you felt it better to be trained anyway. Because, you know, sometimes in life you gotta run. You were a gazelle of a refusal to be exotified. I merely National Geographic you in your own element as you Florence Griffith Joyner to daycare and Jackie Joyner Kersey to community college. You Aaron Brockovich your internship. Thelma and Louise were amateurs. You caught swag off watching Mommy Dearest. Turned off Oprah to watch Roseanne because real women not only have curves, they care less if they fluctuate. Real women are parabolas. Half crescent moon sugar cookies with sandpaper edges. Don't be fooled. The galaxy really does wake up in her eyes, my boy. The crazy thing is when she blinks, she cries rivers like Cleopatra on the Euphrates, or a pregnant woman's water breaking on the Nile. She said that calling her a lady was played out like calling blacks Negroes. She said, call me a female American, and call me when you're ready to take some shots of estrogen, because I've been bench pressing testosterone since he left me alone to play dad. It's sad. No one ever gave her the cliff notes to her life story or the outline for the document of her poetry. Laura Thatcher Ulrich said, well-behaved women barely make history, and that's true, but I know some unruly women that make sense and would rather raise their daughter's son than be put in a history book in America. I never meant to express the timeline that was generated from Eve still holds the key around your necklace, and that every time you swallow, you remember your past. Your skin color is as light as Cat McGill, and as dark as Harriet Tubman, and all the hushed revolutions cramped in between. I never meant to tell you that princesses are boring and ineffective, or that you don't have to be the man around this household because being the woman around this household is hard enough. I never told you that I respect the equality and you giving me the permission to lead you, knowing that I'm going to lead you with service and I'm going to feed you, especially if you cook the meal, because that's service. And my shadow's not your address. My shadow is letting me lead you while simultaneously walking beside you. I meant to mention that one rib that I have missing helps me breathe better. That I'll follow you even when the world turns on you. Even if you tell me that you were impregnated by the Holy Spirit, I'll believe it, because you came from something greater than what I came from. I was made from dust, and you were made from question marks that query what can make me better. I believe that. So I scribbled down these notes about you that I've been collating on the back of feminine products and beauty magazines, just so that you can remember that you are more than